Hello, this is Randy Hall with news from the year 3045, number 69. Our sponsor is Cosmos Harmony. Welcome, cybernauts, to a wonderful world of the future. First, I will start with the UFO report and tell you about some videos you can check out on YouTube. The first one is UFO over London, England, May 2nd, 2012. That's UFO over London, England, May 2nd, 2012. It's pretty good. I like it. It's a triangle UFO. The other one is UFO over Hong Kong, China, May 3rd, 2012. UFO over Hong Kong, China, 3rd, 2012. And they're both were uploaded by Secret Science, and they seem pretty straight up. It looks pretty interesting. Um, I like them. Another one, I'm going to call it Believe It or Not. This comes under the Believe It or Not section. It's Best UFO Sightings of April 2012, AFO. Best UFO Sightings of April 2012, AFO. And some of it is obvious space debris entering the atmosphere. And some of it may be possible CGI, but it's pretty good. But there's some of them that look legit. Look like they could be legit UFOs. So check that out as well. This next one, the next one is a video I found on YouTube, and I label it under Believe It or Not, You Decide. It's about a woman who predicts the future using asparagus. She takes asparagus and throws it on a sheet, and the way it lands, says it decides what the future will be. Now, I'm working very hard not to break a grin, but I can't help it. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be cruel to anybody, and I could be wrong. And there's some of you out there who might be interested in this video. You can find it by searching "Woman Predicts Future Asparagus." Woman predicts future asparagus. She's from Britain, England, and it's pretty good. It's interesting. It's entertainment. That's what I'm going to call it. It's entertainment. As far as my predictions are concerned, I'm still predicting July 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And Thanksgiving in the U.S. and worldwide, I'm predicting winter solstice. Now, on Thanksgiving, it could be as much as the night before or the morning after. And on winter solstice, it can be the night before and the morning after. On winter solstice comes earlier on some parts of the planet than it does earlier. So to say it's going to be on a specific date just doesn't work out. You can be as much as 12 hours earlier in some places. Now, a lot of my predictions, the way I do it, is based on the fact that a lot of people during holidays and such have a lot of more free time to go out and see what's going on. And I believe it puts them in a position to see the world around them. Also with gatherings, holiday gatherings and such. I did that, plus I also researched the past history of UFOs on YouTube. I used YouTube as a database. In news from the 31st century, 92-year-old Evelyn Aker is going to prepare for cloning. A cognitivator scan has been performed on her mind, her consciousness, in case she should pass before the procedure is finished. Tomorrow, her genetic code will be mapped so that a clone can be prepared for her. When the clone is ready, her consciousness will be transferred to her clone, which will appear to be about the age of 20 years old. When everything is finished, Evelyn will have to decide what to do with her old body. She may want to have it preserved, frozen. Just one of the many decisions she will have to make during her new life. Now, it's my understanding that during the cloning process, Evelyn can have her consciousness moved into a virtual reality while waiting for her clone. And a lot of people like to do that because they can use your mind's consciousness, the thoughts and the memories of your mind, to create a world for you to live in inside the computer. And she could live when she was a school child again. She can meet her first husband again. She could, it's up to her to decide. They can actually have her relive experiences that she lived before, and actually exist in that virtual existence. It's very interesting. Let's see. In other news from the 31st century, Genetic Concepts Incorporated has announced that they will be doing genetic mapping for just $25. Genetic mapping is an important part of the cloning process. It can usually run about $1,000, but now you can save that money with Genetic Mapping Incorporated. Here's a chance for you to save some money. I guess what they're wanting to do is to get more people to use their cloning services. But by reducing that amount of money, it helps bring people in. And it's a great chance to save some money on your cloning effort. Now I'm going to go to some ideas of my own. And I know I'm going to make some people mad at me, and that's okay. You can get mad. But I just want to ask the question, what would it hurt to teach our children during the 21st century? What would it hurt to teach our children that through modern science and technology, 21st century science and technology, that they can create industry and manufacturing that doesn't pollute, that they can do it in their future and during their lives? That industry that doesn't poison the air we breathe, the water we drink, or the food we eat. Why can't we teach them that they can do that and set them with that challenge to achieve that? What's wrong with that? I see nothing wrong with that. For those who say that pollution doesn't exist, I simply want to ask you two questions. What was the Gulf oil spill? Was that not pollution? I know a lot of people say it was an accident, but then again, it did put a lot of people out of work. It shut down a lot of businesses. It was pollution. What was the Fukushima nuclear accident? All that radiation poisoning people's food, their water, the air they breathe. What was Fukushima if there is no pollution, or if it doesn't matter, it doesn't exist? I know some people will argue that Fukushima was caused by an act of nature, but they built the reactor on a fault line, beside a fault line. Does that show very much intelligence? I mean, I believe in nuclear. I especially believe in safe nuclear. Thorium reactors are great. And I wish in the 21st century they'd get off their butts and start using thorium reactors. They're much safer. But don't tell me that industry doesn't pollute, or that it doesn't matter, that it doesn't amount to anything. You're a liar. For those who say that industry is dead, in 2012, industry and manufacturing was operating at a rate of 3 times the level it was in the 1990s. The difference was that it was more automated. It didn't hire as many people. It used more machines, more robots. But during 2012, industry in the United States was operating at 3 times the level it was in 1990. So don't tell me industry was dead then or dying. Again, you're telling lies. Before I go on, I want to thank those of you who take time to look at my videos. Share them with your friends. If you want to, you can subscribe just by clicking the button. Just hit subscribe. Share my videos with your friends. You can see more of the year 3045 by just searching year 3045 on YouTube. Now I'm going to move on to Nibiru and the Mayan calendar prophecies and Planet X. I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. There's a lot of misinformation out there. A lot of misinformation. Some of it is well-meaning, but there are some people out there afraid they're going to die, that the world's going to be destroyed, that another planet's going to hit Earth, or it's going to hit the moon, or we're going to be invaded by aliens, or and that's fine to think that. But all I ask of you and anyone out there looking at this is that you consider the possibility that there will be a December 22nd and that there will be a future. And not to do anything you will regret. Definitely don't hurt yourself or hurt someone else. And definitely don't take your child's college fund and spend it on survival rations. Don't sell your house so you can move off in the mountains or somewhere because you're thinking it's going to help you survive. I mean, give me a break. I've got comments. I had one comment that someone said, "I'll be glad when this planet ends. This planet is terrible. It's got to be destroyed." I mean, that's the kind of negative feedback I'm getting from people concerning Nibiru and Planet X. It's terrible. People wanting to die. Anyway, that's all I've got to say on that. Remember to work for your dream. Make an effort to turn your dream into reality. The universe rewards effort. A little sweat. Just sitting on your butt and thinking about things you want to do doesn't do it. You have to make an effort. You have to do a little work. And sometimes doing just a little bit to get started is very helpful. Remember to fight for your future. There's a woman that said anyone who fights for the future lives today, so fight for your future. And work to turn your future into reality. Remember that sometimes even when you lose, you can still win if you don't give up your dream. Don't give up your dreams. May you always be blessed, and may you always have the freedom to choose the path of reason, and when reason isn't present, may you have the wisdom to know it. Well, remember what the Dormouse said. The Dormouse in Alice in Wonderland, the mouse said, feed your head, read a book, take a new course, learn something new. It's good for you. Well, may the universe bless you, and I know I seem kind of tired today. There's been a lot going on in my life. Although I've been told I am healthier than what someone told me earlier, so I think I'm going to live a little bit longer. But remember, this part of the universe right here loves you and cares what happens to you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.